everyone, Ron Hittner here, and welcome to Capital Community Media's coverage of the Capital City Classic. We should have a very entertaining third place game tonight with Northern Nash out of North Carolina taking on West Linn. I'm joined tonight by Dave Baylor, and Dave, we have two teams tonight who are looking to bounce back after close semifinal losses 2 days ago.
Tualatin beat West Linn 72-68 in their prior game. And with Northern Nash, they lost to Oregon City 55-50. So Oregon City and Tualatin will meet after this game in the championship game. But this ought to be a really good matchup, West Linn and Northern Nash together. Northern Nash about 2,700 miles away, about an 8-hour plane flight. I looked that up before I left the house today. And so that's going to be fun to watch these guys.
Rocky Mount, North Carolina is their home, and of course West Linn, coached by Travis Myers, who is the former coach at West Salem High School. Let's break for the announcement of the starting lineups.
Tonight's third place game features the Lions of West Linn High School and the Knights of Northern Nash from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. And now let's introduce our team, starting with the Hampton Inn Pod, the designated visiting team, the West Linn Lions, sponsored by Elite 24. A 6'3" senior, number 1, Wyatt Smiley. A 5'10" senior, number 5, Jalen Smith. A 6'6" senior, number 10, Kevin Benson. A 6'5" senior, number 13, Gavin Gross. A 6'2" sophomore, number 20, Trey Bryce. Coached by Travis Myers. And now, out of the Capital Toyota Pod, the designated home team, your Northern Nash Knights from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, sponsored by Capital Toyota. A sophomore, number 0, Kingston Little. A junior, number 1, Jamir Harris. A junior, number 2, Christian Barnes. A junior, number 20, Chris Silver. And a sophomore, number 4, CJ Rosser. Coached by Henry Drake.
Welcome back to Willamette University for this third place game of the Capital City Classic. Ron Hittner with Dave Baylor, our CC Media sports group, for what should be, again, a very entertaining game. The Northern Nash Knights, Dave, features CJ Rosser, 6'11" sophomore, who's ranked the number 1 player in the country in the class of 27 by Rivals.com.
He will be one to watch when you get the chance to watch this on the replays.
As we've looked at their box score through the tournament, they've shown very even scoring. Rosser's been a double-digit each game, but so have several other players. And Chris Silver controls for Northern Nash. Christian Barnes brings the ball up court.
They didn't list their heights in the book, so I didn't get that part.
Weak side high screen. Utilized by Northern Nash to open up. Doesn't get the shot outside, and ball's going to stay with the Knights. Again, the Knights out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
Our referees for our third place game are Aaron Haugen, Zach Bowman, and Martin Bellows, as assigned by the Salem Basketball Officials Association.
Wyatt Smiley with the tip on the inbounds. They get the steal, West Linn, and can't get it to go. Kevin Benson, 6'6" senior for the Lions, can't finish And the Knights come the other way. Quick pull-up jumper on the baseline, number 1, Jameer Harris. The junior hits to give us our first points of the game. The Knights up 2-0 early.
Man-to-man defense.
And had an opportunity there. The pass was just off a little bit, hit the rim. Fadeaway jumper, and we're going to get a hand on arm there. Trey Price with the foul. Christian Barnes will go to the line for the Knights, shooting 2.
First one is good.
Barnes hits the first one. As you said, Dave, the Knights started with wins over Jefferson and West Salem before losing to Oregon City 2 nights ago, 55-50. They are 6-2 on their season. Of course, one of those 2 losses coming the other night. Some block issues on the side. Linn will reinitiate with the ball on the sideline. 31 seconds on the shot clock. 6:51 to go here in the first quarter of this third place game. 40 James Court at Wyoming University. Pull-up jumper doesn't go. Nice rebound by Kevin Benson. Kicks it out. Corner shot taken by Jalen Snook. Can't get it go, leaves it short. And Jameer Harris with the rebound. Junior pushes it up quickly. Rosser asks for a high screen. Pull-up jumper fade from the free throw line. Can't get it to go.
Rosser's only a sophomore.
Gavin Gross, another one of the 4 senior starters for West Salem with the rebound. Pushes it out to Trey Price, who's the lone non-senior starter. Kick on the wing to number 5, and that goes for Jalen Snook.
For 3.
5'10" senior evens it up at 3 apiece. Knights slow it down a bit. Silver on top, looks to drive.
Good defense by West Linn. Stolen.
Nice play by Kevin Benson.
Travel.
Gross. Travel. Before we put the ball on the ground, we're going to get our first substitute of the game.
Checking in for Northern Nash.
When you're the trail official, I always look for when someone's getting ready to drive. He went step, dribble. If you got the dribble before that step, they want to get going so fast towards the hoop.
Get those attack moves in. Ball bobbled around, but Kingston Little able to corral it and put it up for 2, give the Knights 2-point lead at 5-3. Long 3 does not go.
Bounced off the top of the backboard, but all sides and the top are inbounds.
Spin move, nice move by number 2, Christian Barnes. 7-3, Lions quickly push it the other way. And Wyatt Smiley.
That was a nice shot.
Coach Henry Drake working on his players to get back better on defense.
Yeah. Use the white square, which always works. A little weave going.
Benson kicks it back down high to Trey Price. He gets the screen from Benson high. Price will go ahead and take the 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Rosser. He gives it to Christian Barnes to bring it up.
Good defense.
Good defense. Forces Barnes to take the jumper. It doesn't go. The Lions quickly coming out the other way. Pass just about got there. Tipped. It'll stay with the Lions on the sideline. Cameron Freeman will,
Checking in for Northern Nash.
sophomore, will enter the game for the Knights, replacing Little.
That was a nice pass. From our angle right here, we saw the opening, what he was seeing.
Threw it enough away where the defense couldn't get to it. Nice lead pass. And Gavin Gross lost control going up, but he was fouled.
First foul by Rosser. Here's the drive for West Linn. Left hand put up. And the foul by C.J. Rosser.
Gross at the line shooting 2, hits the first one. Gross is 6'5" senior. Again, one of 4 senior starters for the Lions.
Nice free throws, made them both.
We have a tie game at 7. Just over halfway through the first quarter here of this third place game in the Capital City Classic.
Oh, it wasn't looking. Nice save, though.
That was a nice save. And more travel on the sideline.
Traveling violation. West Linn basketball.
He had established his pivot foot and then moved the pivot foot to keep his balance because he was almost falling out of bounds.
And the Lions with an opportunity to take the lead here. Game tied at 7. Quick pass to the wing. Jalen Snook, 5'10" senior, hits the 3 from the wing, and the Lions are up 3, 10-7.
That's his second three-pointer.
We're gonna get a push there on the baseline, no shot. Foul's gonna go on Benson, I believe. Rosser got a half step on him on the baseline, so we had to push to keep him from going all the way. We have 2 subs for the Lions. Number 4, Sawyer Young. Number 11, Warren Stanton. Another couple of seniors enter the game for them.
This is a classic out-of-bounds play where the inbounder comes all the way around inside. A nice block by Rosser.
See that
Shot
there.
clock did not go again.
See that there. Gross made the nice play to go use the basket to help protect him, but Rosser so long still was able to block it. Good timing on that.
The shot clock has a recall button on it, so you can go back to where the whistle was blown to get the accurate time.
That's our count. That's our count. We out, CJ.
5-out offense by the Lions right now. Looking to attack and kick out the 3 shooters. There's one of them. Can't get it to go. That was Trey Price.
Out of bounds. Nice basketball.
Good hustle by West Linn.
It was good hustle.
Number 20.
Silver back in the game, giving Rosser a break.
Number 2, Christian Barnes brings the ball down. Met at the point. Oh, nice pass inside.
Quick cut and gets the turnaround shot to go. Marzi Williams.
There's 13 up for 2. Didn't go. Gavin Gross missed. Get her in.
Go. Nice look at the bucket. Can't get it to go, but come back the other way. And Barnes gets another bucket.
He has 5 so far, Barnes.
Price looks to attack. Nothing there. Gives it to Sawyer Young.
Oh, nice pass.
Snook with the pass to Sawyer Young. And the 6-foot senior finishes with the bucket.
Great inbound, great pass inside to him.
Absolutely. Barnes with another step back. Can't get that one to go. And the Lions push the ball up. That's Price. Good ball movement by the Lions, and they hit the open man. Tough piece. Sawyer Young with 3 on that one. Hit a couple of buckets in a row.
Almost a university three-pointer. We've got the white line for the high school three-pointer taped on to the floor.
Nice weak side cut. Gets it to go. Tough shot by Jameer Harris. Hangs in the air and gets it over the defender.
I think no matter where you paint the three-point line, they're going to shoot from behind it, no matter where it is.
Right, that's where they're That's what they're training. They'll train wherever it goes. Pointer short, might have been slightly tipped.
Harris.
Harris can't get the shot to go. We're going to get 2 shots out of that, though. Fouls on number 4, Sawyer Young.
Call by Aaron Haugen on a trip on the shot. Here's the shot. And camera went away, but they tripped with their feet together.
Harris misses the first one. He'll get a second shot into the game for the Knights. Number 3, Terrence Saunders. And number 11, Latrell Moore Brown. 14 seconds to go. Shot clock is off, of course. Knights looking to climb back within 1, and they do. And West Linn will have an opportunity to take the last shot here, extend their 1-point lead. Nice crossover floater, can't get it to go. Great rebound, but Stanton not able to keep control of it.
Ball's going to stay with West Linn.
West Linn have the ball deep on the sideline with 1.9 seconds to go. And shot missed a 3-pointer in the corner. And that ends the first quarter of a very competitive game where we have West Linn leading Northern Nash 15-14 in this 3rd place game of the Capital City Classic. Ron Henry with Dave Phelan, our CC Media Sports Crew. Thanks for joining us here on Gordy James Court on the beautiful campus of Willamette University. Let's take a look at some first quarter highlights, Dave.
West Linn ball. Jalen Snook for 3. He has 2 of them that quarter. That was the first one, and there's the pass inside. Kingston Little for 2. Ball fell in his hands, and there's number 1, Wyatt Smiley for 2. West Linn again, number 5, Jalen Snook, another 3-pointer. That's his second one. Highlight. Nice block by Northern Nash. And there's the bucket by number 10, Jamarisa Williams. West Linn, nice pass inside. And the basket by number 5, Jalen Snook. There's number 4, 3-pointer, Sawyer Young. And there's a tough shot inside, Jameer Harris.
And we start the second quarter at West Linn with the ball to start. Pass into the corner. 4-out offense being run by the Lions. Fouls on number 5, Cameron Freeman.
Fouls on number 5, Cameron Freeman. His first team foul.
In the team fouls reset here to start the second quarter, so that's the first team foul for the Knights in the second quarter. Price kicks it over to Jalen Snook. Snook looks to attack, nothing there.
Got the weave going on, right?
Hand off with the weave. And ball gets loose. Benson can't control it, and just the outstretched arms of number 5, Cameron Freeman.
Number 20, Chris Silver, got away with a push in the back on that last drive by West Linn.
About a minute played here. No one has scored yet to start the second quarter. Missing the corner 3, and Rosser brings the ball up for the Knights.
All the way in, knocked away.
Loses it, but gets it back, and we're going to have a foul. I don't know if we'll be shooting or if that's on the rebound there.
Number 10.
Number 10.
We are going to shoot 2 there.
First team foul. Number 7, CJ Rosser in the line to shoot 2.
Benson with the foul. Rosser will be at the line shooting 2. Opportunity to give the Knights the lead back in for the Lions. Number 13, Gavin Gross.
And checking back in for the Lions, number 13, Gavin Gross.
Make that.
Number 10 back in for the Knights, Jamarzi Williams. And Rosser hits both. And the lead goes back to the Knights at 16-15. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter of this third place game. Good spin.
Move, but double team.
Kick out, and the bucket goes. 3-pointer for Jalen Snook.
His third 3-pointer, he's got 9.
had a little lapse in defensive assignment there.
Play.
And the Knights make him pay with a little chaos, and the drive by Jamarzi Williams gets his own rebound and puts it back.
Adding to his rebound stats and his point stats.
Drive and kick out. 3 air ball on the far side by the Lions, excuse me.
Out of bounds. Westland basketball.
Good defense by Jalen Snook, forcing
Check it back
Mayor
at
Harris
number
to
one.
step out of bounds on the side right by the scores table.
Referees like to hear the horn when there's subs there, so they can whistle and stop the play and make sure we get 5 on 5.
Nice backdoor play.
On a pass, I think. Here we go. Here's the drive by West Linn. Pass underneath.
Foul's going to be number 4. CJ Rosser, his second.
Fouls on Rosser. That's his second.
First team foul.
Oh. Linn almost threw the ball away on the side, but Young alertly corralled it. High pick and roll action. And the Lions again running their 5-out offense, looking to attack and kick. 3 attempt in the corner goes for Wyatt Smiley. 6'3" senior puts it down from the corner.
That could have been a travel when he fell down, but he didn't have the ball when he hit the ground. If he had control, it would have been a travel. On the shot.
Foul call looks like he's inside line. Be 2 shots there.
Foul's going to be number 4.
Sawyer Young.
Second team foul. Jameer Harris.
Picked up the foul for the Lions,
And there's the shot inside the key.
Jameer Harris is going to be at the line.
First one was good.
The first one. A couple substitutes. Barnes comes back in for the Knights. Gross back in for the Lions.
Hit the front rim and bounce back. Wrong way.
Ward Stanton with the rebound for the Lions. He's done a good job on the boards for them in his minutes as he's come in.
There's a
Snook
drive.
with the drive. Nice left-hand finish.
Oh, nice.
And the foul.
Foul on Christian Barnes. Here's the
Barnes.
replay.
Number 2, Christian Barnes.
The drive, left hand, put it up. And a foul.
Terrence Saunders checks back in for the
Number 2, Christian Barnes.
Jalen Snook to the line to shoot 1.
Snook will be at the line shooting 1, trying to complete the 3-point play and extend the lead. And he does. To 5 points for the Lions, 24-19.
Snook has 12 so far. He's our high scorer for West Linn.
Big game for him so far. Knights like those weak side cuts, and
Ball out of bounds.
Westland basketball.
attempted backdoor there, and the pass was going to be going.
Northern Nash. 4:55 remaining in the first half.
Northern Nash is going to take a timeout, 30-second timeout taken by the Knights. With 4:55 to go here in the first half. And West Linn leading 24-19 over the Northern Nash Knights.
Thank you so much.
I like that the team foul is low, 3-2, halfway through the quarter.
One thing we talked about at the Open is the Knights have very even scoring. I think it's playing out that way so far. A lot of guys have scored buckets for them so far. They're not relying upon any one player.
Yeah, they're very even. Harris has 6, Barnes 5, Williams 4.
After the turnover, the Knights come out in a 1-2-2-3 quarter court press. Lions attack that very effectively and pass the ball across court to Gavin Gross, who hits a 3 and extends the Lion lead to 8 at 27-19, almost halfway through the second quarter.
Just seems like their lead has been a little sneaky. You didn't realize they were.
It has, Dave, you're right. Barnes will fade away, can't get it to go, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound. Good rebound by Wyatt Smiley for the Lions. He's fouled. Not in the bonus yet, so.
Number 11, White. Brown.
Lions with an opportunity to, and
Snook wasn't looking for the pass. Went off his ankle.
Coach Travis Myers got on Trey Price there, and Dave, when I was coaching, I always got on the person that wasn't looking. So you always got to be looking. Wherever you're at in the court, you better be looking for the ball.
Pay attention.
It could come at any time, absolutely. That's not the passer's fault if you're open.
That's right. Oh, almost lost it. Gained control. Trey Price. Playing man-to-man.
Price draws the defense in, kicks out. Nice play by Price for the kick out to Jalen Snook, who hits another three.
15 so far. And 4 threes for Jalen Snook.
Big first half for Snook, and really playing off of his teammates, penetrating and bringing that defense in to leave him open.
Double team. Oh, got his arm. He didn't know he was coming. Number 20, Trey Price, came in from behind, but got his arm.
13
Second personal on Price.
Second back in for Northern Nash, number 1, Jameer Harris, and number 4.
Rosser back in along with Harris, replacing Silver and Barnes.
And checking in for West Linn.
And Graham Novak will get his first action for the Lions.
Shot clock is reset to 35. Wide open. Harris was open, but a little bit far away for a basket.
Rosser thought about the three, decided not to take it. Harris with the kick out three. Corner drive doesn't go.
Good rebound by Williams. Keep the ball alive in a new 35.
Three attempt doesn't go. Rosser tries to get the rebound, can't get it. West Linn out. And nice play by Gavin Gross, who leaked out after the loose ball.
6 people touched that ball before it got to half court.
Scramble paid off for the Lions. Gross flushes it for 2 and pushes the West Linn lead to 13 at 32-19.
Novak out on Harris. Harris gets by him.
Foul on Wyatt Smiley.
Number 1, Wyatt Smiley is first. 14. Jameer Harris is on to shoot 2.
Harris shooting 2, hits the first one.
And Freeman checks back in.
Cameron Freeman back in for the Knights, replacing Williams. 2:29 to go here. Foul there on West Linn.
Foul on number 1, Jameer Harris. His first. 15 fouls.
Looking that way. And
Shooting 2.
Check that. Foul's on the Knights, not the Lions. Jameer Harris with the foul. Wyatt Smiley hits the first of 2. Both teams are in the bonus the rest of the way. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd place game of the Capital City Classic. Ron Hinter, Dave Baylor, and our CC Media Sports crew. Campus of Willamette University. Second shot does not go, and the Knights bring the ball down.
nice rebound by Brown. Got up high for the missed free throw.
Terrence Saunders on top. And Harris cutting. Rosser gets the ball on top, far away from the basket, looking to operate.
Good defense by Gross.
Great rebound coming back the other way. The ball's knocked away. And good hustle by the Knights. And Saunders will get a chance to shoot 2. See, the foul is on the line.
Oh, here it comes. Black 0. Here we go. There's the shot and the rebound and the reach on that foul by Smiley.
First free throw goes for Saunders.
His first points of the evening.
Chance to cut the Lion lead to 10.
Lefty swish.
Some token pressure applied by the Knights as the Lions bring the ball up.
That is tipped, so it's not over and back. Oh, nice reverse. Didn't go in though.
Jalen Snook will go to the line and shoot 2. Fouls on number 11, Latrell Moore-Brown.
His second foul. Here's the drive by Snook and the foul. Snook's our leading scorer for West Linn so far.
First shot goes. Kingston Little returns for the Knights, replacing Latrell Moore-Brown.
Snook is having a great first half, 16 points so far, and is the second free throw off the front rim.
Almost half their points for Snook. 34-23 lead for the Lions. Minute 30 to go here in the first half. Both teams have stayed man-to-man throughout the game.
Drive.
Rosser can't get it to go. Finish can't get it to go.
Good rebound by Freeman. He got fouled. 13. Gross. Here's the rebound. Another rebound and the shot on the arm.
Cameron Freeman at the line shooting 2. Good effort by both Rosser and Freeman on the boards.
10 points.
Second doesn't go. 10-point lead for the Lions, just over a minute to go. Snook, who again has had a big first half, gets the high pick.
They like to drive and kick back, don't they?
They do. Three-pointer does not go for Gross.
Coach said that was a good decision to go backwards. I like that. Travel.
And we did get a travel there. Shuffled those feet before we put the ball on the ground.
I didn't have a whistle, but I saw the travel.
That was good at all. Price back into the game, replacing Graham Novak. Price, nice job recognizing that there was pressure. Comes up, relieves the inbounder, and will initiate 10-second difference between shot and game clock. Stanton looking to operate backdoor cut.
Oh,
nice play. Wyatt Smiley cut his defender, watching the ball cut backdoor, and hits a nice reverse layup off the pass from Stanton. Shot clock is off.
Sorry. A lot of teams will have 2 people down low on the end line, and then when they drive to the middle, that's when they make their cut towards the basket. It's a good pass.
Rosser with the fadeaway doesn't get it go, and West Lynn's going to get an opportunity to score here to finish the half.
Got it off in time.
Good look at the bucket. Good shot for him, but Gavin Gross can't get it to go. However, the West Linn Lions, a good first half here. At the half, the score, West Linn 36, Northern Nash 24, and Dave, West Linn really, I mean, Snook certainly had a good first half, but you know, their system is working well. The drive and kick, they're getting good looks at the basket, taking those back doors when they can. It's a good first half for West Linn.
Jalen Snook is our leader for West Linn with 16 points, and 8 points for Smiley, and Gross 7 for West Linn. Looking over, like you said before, North Carolina has even scoring, but Jameer Harris is their leader with 9.
So that's our halftime score here, 36-24, West Linn over Northern Nash in this third-place game of the Capital City Classic. Ron Hittner with Dave Fahler and our entire CC Media sports crew. We'll be back with some first half highlights after this. Welcome back to Willamette University and Gordy James Courts for the Capital City Classic. Ron Hidner with Dave Failure and our Capital Community Media sports crew, bringing you all the action. We're at halftime in this third place game. The West Linn Lions lead the Northern Nash Knights 36-24. Let's take a look at some first half highlights, Dave.
West Linn in the middle of the key. Kick back to Sook for 3. Nice rebound inside by Nash. Good rebound, and it got credit for 2. Here's Novak, 3. Or Smiley, excuse me. Another 3 from the corner for West Linn. And again into the middle, and then kick out for a 3-pointer. Gavin Gross up for 2. West Linn into the middle again, and a nice pass underneath for Smiley, who came from the corner. I love that play. 2 people in the corner, and the drive to the middle, and then they charge towards the basket, and no one knows that they've taken off.
Yeah, their 5-out dribble drive weave offense has been very effective with that, Dave. And got a shortened halftime here of about 5 or 6 minutes. So West Lynn's a little bit late coming back onto the court here. They'll have to gather themselves. I'm sure the officials will give them a little bit of grace. Not the typical amount of time they would have at halftime.
We were 15-14 after the first period, and West Linn outscored North Carolina 21-10 in the second period. We've only had 1 timeout.
The Lions definitely have taken control in that second quarter. We'll see what Northern Nash comes out with to try to adjust, particularly offensively, because as we were talking about at halftime, they weren't getting a lot of flow out of their offensive sets.
Well, and our truck noticed that they're taking a lot of fadeaway shots and not driving to the hoop. Once they get into the middle, they're just stepping back and doing the fade shot. Both teams were unaware that there was a short halftime there. 6 minutes they put on the clock instead of the normal 10. But it looks like they're all out here now. A few smiles.
And the Knights will initiate.
One of my pregame talks with my other referees was smile once a quarter.
I like it. I like good finish to open the quarter there. Williams with the bucket. He did not start the game, but start the second half. Nice drive with the right hand, and the lead is 10.
Ball almost knocked away.
3 that's a tough 3. Snook, who's had a big game, that was a tough 3 with the hand in his face, and it didn't look like he was really in rhythm there, but he hit it.
19 for Snook so far. I see a player of the game so far, but it's only halfway through.
Step back 3 goes for Christian Barnes.
For 3.
And back to a 10-point lead. 3's traded here early. Trey Price. Another 3 taken. This one by Gross. Can't get it to go. Snook can't get that one to go. Misses everything, and the ball will go to the Knights on the baseline.
They forgot to turn the possession arrow to the other side. I think they just did, though.
I think they fixed it.
A nice fake.
And Freeman, another player who didn't start the game, starting the second half. Like fouls on
Kevin Benson.
See here,
that's
that drive.
His 3rd foul. Nice job, and Benson hit him on the arm. Going to shoot 2.
Freeman at the line shooting 2, and he is one of 2 Knights players who did not start the first half, but is starting the second half. So Coach Henry Drake mixing up the starting lineup a little bit, shaking things up. See if they can get something going here early in the second half. Freeman hits both. Leads cut to 8.
Probably looking for a spark from his team. Start some different people. Comes the screen out on top.
Price gets the screen, uses it, loses control of the ball, and Coming the other way is
Harris.
Jameer Harris. He's going to get fouled. He'll get 2 shots out of that.
That was by Gross.
That was gonna
Reached in. Nice spin move. Here's the drive by Harris. Up, and the foul by Benson. I think I would have just let him shoot that and not even gone for a steal.
It was going to be a tough shot to make. I agree with you, Dave. Lane violation on
That'll take
one of his
that
teammates.
shot away. So he made the first one, but there was a lane violation, so it takes the second shot away.
Does cut the lead to 7. 6:22 to go here in the third quarter as Trey Price brings ball up.
Sorry to step on you.
No.
Coach Drake is shaking his head down there. He's upset that they lost that point.
Price with a nice drive. The sophomore hits it. And Coach Travis Myers is going to take a 60-second timeout. 6:06 remaining here in the third quarter of this third-place game, the Capital City Classic, where the West Linn Lions lead the Northern Nash Knights 41-32. And we talked about this last game, Dave, but we call this timeout after the bucket. What do you think Coach Myers has up his sleeve?
Well, he's got the 9-point lead. Maybe he's trying to stop just the momentum. Momentum has changed jerseys just for a couple of minutes. That could be the only reason.
They did seem to be, maybe a little bit out of sync defensively.
Yeah.
And maybe the change in starting lineups caught them by surprise because you have different guys out there now, so the matchups are a little bit different. And it seemed that Northern Nash was getting to the bucket a little bit more easily here early in the third quarter. So
when you were coaching, did you have like a clipboard and you had their starters listed of who?
We always had an individual scouting reports on the players.
Right.
So at the high school level, we tried to have 3 or 4 things on each player. So when they went into the game, remind players, what they were going to do.
This person only drives left, or
exactly.
This person. Here's the highlight with the West Linn shot going up. That was number 20, Chris Silver. Excuse me. Number 20 was Trey Price. I was looking on the wrong side of my sheet.
6'2" sophomore with a nice drive for the Lions. We'll see what the Lions have up their sleeve here. Again, Coach Travis Myers, former coach at West Salem High School for several years. And again, another nice right-hand drive. That one a little out of control. Williams can't get it to it. Price backs it out.
All the way. Whoops, flipped. Almost broke his ankles.
Nice pass.
That was really nice.
And I think we might have a foul on 13. Yep. Gross was holding Freeman down as he was trying to jump to get the rebound.
Here's the pass inside. One going up and falls off the rim.
Back to live action here. Saunders. It's a little cross-court pass there, looking inside for Rosser. He gets it and dunks it. And that's something we talked about at halftime.
Right.
They have not been doing that up to this point, going inside, and they do have, a bit of a height advantage with both Rosser and Silver. So see if they make that adjustment.
That looked like a good pass and a good team offense.
Absolutely.
I'd go back to that until they stop it.
Tough short corner shot, but it goes for Kevin Benson. Pushes the lead back up to 9 for the Lions. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter of this third-place game. Rosser with the fake and drive. Gets double-teamed. Snook almost got the steal. Loses it out of bounds. Knights retain possession on the baseline. Coach Henry Drake of the Knights is fun to watch. He is a very animated, active coach.
Yes. I like it that there's not just a 6-foot coaching box now. You can go from the 28-foot line all the way down to the end line. I love that.
Absolutely, absolutely. A little pressure by the Lions, and a tough pass goes out of bounds.
As long as they're coaching their team, that's all we care about.
Absolutely. Trey Price brings the ball up, guarded closely by Harris. They are clearly much more aware of Snook. If you look away from the ball, they are guarding Snook tightly.
I don't think he was going to be able to shoot that against number 4.
We get a player control foul.
Offensive foul.
Wyatt Smiley.
There's Smiley with the ball. And number 10, legal guarding position, and got the player control foul.
4th team foul on the Lions in this quarter, so the Knights will be in the bonus the rest of this quarter. Rosser with the ball, they're looking to double. He pulls up with the jumper, can't get it to go.
I want to pass to him inside. He
Absolutely.
doesn't go in there.
Absolutely right.
There's a foul on number 2.
Snook with the drive, guarded closely by Barnes. Foul will be on Barnes. First team foul on the Knights this quarter.
Not in shooting motion, I guess, so out of bounds.
Snook rubbing off the screen, see if Price comes out for a 3 here.
There it is.
And he hits it. Nice screen for the screener action.
30-second timeout.
He was the inbounder, wasn't he? Did he come back and get the ball? We saw that in the last game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to get a 30-second timeout, I believe, taken by Northern Nash. After that bucket, you see there the inbounds.
And then they're waiting
He
for
sets
them
that
to
initial
come around.
screen.
And there's the 3-pointer.
Good screen for the screener action. Like you said, he came in as the inbounder, set that initial screen, and then just got a little flare screen to pop up for the 3.
Why doesn't the person who's guarding him out of bounds just stay with him?
Right. I think sometimes with that screen, what they're hoping is they get a switch on that initial screen that he's setting.
Okay.
And so then the guy that switches to him is getting a little lost.
Okay.
And then gets screened himself on that flare screen, which it worked for him.
Yes. Inbounds for the Knights.
46-34 lead by the Lions. 3:44 to go in the 3rd quarter after that timeout by Northern Nash.
They've used both their 30s.
Harris with the drive, and he'll get 2 shots out of that. It's like Price might get the foul yet.
Number 20, Trey Price.
There's the drive to the middle. Foul with the body.
Jameer Harris is the line to shoot 2.
Harris at the line shooting 2. Gets the first one to roll.
Was the last foul on Price?
That was on Price.
That's his 3rd. This is the second.
Second one doesn't go. Kevin Benson with the rebound for the Lions, and Snook brings the ball up on the right wing, gets a high screen.
Will be in the bonus the rest of the way for the 3rd quarter.
Good effort. Just pass was just a little bit high for Gavin Gross to get. Right idea, good execution. Just couldn't quite get it there. Knights here with an opportunity to cut this lead to single digits. Rosser. And
thrown away.
After the double team, throws the ball away. Snook gets it to go.
Wow.
And attempted a 3-point play here. Foul's going to be on Barnes, I believe.
Basket was good. Number 2, Christian Barnes.
See there with just a nice drive. Good strong finish by Snook to go up and play through the foul.
That was really nice shot with contact.
Absolutely. Opportunity to finish the 3-point play here, gets it to go. And clearly, Coach Henry Drake made a nice adjustment halftime. They're paying much more attention to Snook after his big first half, but he's still looking to find his way to score.
He's still sitting with 22 right now.
Rosser, long on the 3. Snook pulls up 3, gets it to go. Wow. And Jalen Snook is feeling it this game.
He doesn't have 22 anymore. He's got 25 now. In transition, that was a nice 3.
That was a nice 3. The guy that's feeling it. Rosser Rosser get a travel.
Step, step, dribble.
Yep, Rosser's getting very frustrated out there.
Number 11, Warren Stanton.
Substitution for the Lions, Warren Stanton, who had some good minutes in the first half, back in the game, giving Benson a break.
You pointed out that Rosser had 10 points, 10 points, and 13 in the last 3 games, double digits.
Nice scramble screen underneath, and good use of his body, but can't get it to go.
I think we have a white foul on his back for a 4, I think. 4 white.
Foul's going to be number 4, C.J. Rosser.
I think that was a foul.
I think that was a good call.
Came down on his back. Yeah. Over the back's not a foul, but on the back is.
Right. Snook can't get it to go. He was feeling it, though.
Especially with the height that the Knights have.
Right, absolutely.
Oh,
and
nice
the 3
shot.
goes for Christian Barnes. And Jameer Harris applying pressure to Price and brings the ball up.
Barnes has 14, 2 triples in this quarter.
Price with a nice pass to Stanton inside. Okay. A little happy feet inside after the defensive pressure. Lions with a 14-point lead, just over a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter of this third-place game.
You are so good at math. I love it.
Rosser goes inside, gets triple teamed on that one. Kicked it out, doesn't get it to go. And nice play. We'll see if he finishes here. Oh, Lions should have had somebody following there.
They left him go by himself.
Yes. Gross made a nice pass and then just stood there. But neither team scores on each possession there on the transition, and Gross attempts to go and finishes. And we might. Basket counts for Gross. Fouls on number 5, Freeman.
Here's the drive. And the foul, and the basket goes. A chance for a 3-pointer.
Chris Silver coming back in. Hasn't had a lot of playing time since early in the game.
And Gross at the line, who has 3 fouls and makes the 3-point play.
And he'll get a short break there, probably through the end of the quarter as Benson comes back in. And extend the lead to 17 for the Lions. Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Nice
Pull-up
shot.
jumper by Barnes goes. And we'll see if the Lions maybe go for a 2-for-1 here, see if they can get a shot up before the...
That was Barnes' 8th point of this half.
Oh, can't get it to go.
In and out. Turn around.
Good rebound. Oh. Looks like might have a foul on the pass as Benson was trying to pass it out. I think they might have gotten
20.
Yeah.
On White.
Silver. I think that was a very good call. It's he was trying to pass it out straight in, and all of a sudden the ball went sideways and grabbed his arm.
Nice bucket. There was a mom, probably his mom didn't like that call.
She's not a big fan of that one.
No.
She's not.
Even with the headsets, I heard her.
Barnes and Williams exit the game for the Knights. We'll see with this bucket here. The Lions might get an opportunity for one more possession. We'll see how quickly the Knights take their shot. There's about a 4-second differential between shot clock, game clock.
Good drive, kick out.
Rosser, baseline step back. Can't get it to go, but we get a foul.
Fouls on Stanton. Again, a step back.
Step back, yes. And you know, as tough times they've had shooting, that's a foul if you're Stanton. You don't want to make that foul because it's not like they're hitting those shots very often.
No, let them go.
Rosser hits that free throw. Opportunity to cut the lead to 15 here if he hits the second one, 57-41. Shot clock's off, 27 seconds to go.
And Rosser only has 5 points so far with 3 quarters. That's unlike him from the other previous games.
Absolutely, and you know, 2 of those came when they went, the one time they went inside to him. Snook Look to see if they set something up for Snook coming off the screen.
Count is on, now is off.
There it is. Get the fade screen, long three, can't get it to go.
They got 3 to go. They can do a half-court shot. Nope.
And that ends play after 3 quarters here in the third place game in the Capital City Classic, where the West Linn Lions extended their lead to 16 and lead 57-41 over the Northern Nash Knights out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Dave, let's take a look at some third quarter highlights.
West Linn has the ball, pass to the corner, 3-pointer. Now it's the Knights' turn, step back for number 2. That's Cole Dixon. Layup for West Linn. Nice pass inside for Rosser. West Linn over to the corner. Number 10, Benson. There's the drive. And it's good for Snook. Snook is our leading scorer. The drive again to the hoop. And that's Gavin Gross. The Knights shot off the backboard. John Wooden would like that off the backboard stuff.
Absolutely. West Linn Lions with a 57-41 lead here to start the fourth quarter. They are 6-1 overall in the season, ranked 4th overall in the OSA rankings. And
another 21-point quarter for West Linn.
They're having a good game here. If they can continue that. Snook gets fouled by Saunders. They're going to continue to guard him very tightly. Again, the team fouls reset, so first team foul on the Knights.
Was that 11 that fouled for the Knights?
It was on, I believe it was on Saunders, number 3.
Okay, thank you. It's okay to throw it into the back court. One of these days they might not let them do that. I've heard that. West Linn in and then out.
Stanton with a great rebound.
I have a travel. He fell down with the ball.
Too bad. Great hustle by Stanton to play and get that rebound.
Just lost his balance.
Couldn't keep his feet.
I think there's perspiration on the floor. They're asking for a towel. There's no little kids out there to come out and
rush it.
Yeah.
You know, one thing we haven't talked about today, Dave, is the how difficult tough the Three Rivers League is. We've got West Linn in this game. The championship is between Tualatin and Oregon City.
Right.
3 of the teams in the semifinals are from the Three Rivers League here. Such a tough league.
Going to help them going into league play.
Absolutely. Rosser finally gets one to go from outside.
2 or 3.
Just a 2 on that one.
Thank you. These are good. These are good matchups to go into league. Tough play.
Really good.
Carry over the momentum. Foul on 20.
It's like
14. 14.
Foul number 14, Zykiel
Richardson. Getting his first minutes here in the fourth quarter. Snook. Gets the ball on top. Price to attack and stepped out of bounds. Caught the ball and stepped back with 1 foot out of bounds.
This is a well-marked court. I like the red border.
It is much easier to see than some courts are. Absolutely. Very clear delineation of your boundaries.
Unlike McNary High School.
So that's always been a tough one.
Something.
That's always been a tough one. Rosser with the screen from Silver. Gets Silver inside and. But again, Dave, there you go. They've gone inside really twice this game, and both times good things have happened. You see here.
Here's the pass inside, and number 20, Chris Silver fouled. Gets a chance to go in for 2 for the free throw line. 15 feet away. Let's see how he does.
Foul was on Stanton. Silver misses the first free throw. Opportunity to cut the lead. It's 14 points right now. Glad you're joining us here on Capital Community Media. Ron Hittner, Dave Phelan, our CC Media Sports Group. Third place game of the Capital City Classic. Nice tip in.
Tipped in by Brown.
Latrell Moore Brown with the tip in, and see if that gives them a little spark. Lead is cut to 12.
He had good inside position from the second spot on the free throw lane. Shouldn't have been able to get in there. Oh, nice block. Here we go.
Silver looking to finish. Gets it to go. And it's a 10-point game. All of a sudden, the Knights.
Silver encouraging his team to let's go, let's go.
Price doesn't use a screen, pulls up jumper, long two doesn't go. Rebound Silver.
Adding some spark. Good job, Chris.
Rosser brings the ball down on the right wing. Looks to drive, finishes, and he's going to get an attempt at a three-point play.
Fouls on West Linn. Basket is good. Here comes the drive. Up, and the foul. Chance for the three-pointer. So I'm doing the replay, but I didn't see who the foul was on.
It was on 10, Kevin Benson.
Thank you.
And a couple of substitutions in for West Linn. Wyatt Smiley back in the game. And Sawyer Young back in the game as well. And we have a 7-point game.
And Rosser finally hit double digits to 10 points.
Defense hustled down on the other end by by number 11, Latrell Moore Brown, but wasn't able to stay in bounds.
A little spark, a little momentum change here on the Whites.
Snook with the floater, can't get it to go.
Another rebound by Silver. Fast break.
Coast to coast kick out. Rosser on top, watch a screen from Silver. Warner, let's see if they go. Drive goes in, can't get it to go.
Foul on three, I bet.
A foul on Terrence Saunders. Wyatt Smiley came away at the rebound. Saunders fouled him. He started to head up court. 5:27 to go here in the fourth quarter.
A new 35.
7-point lead.
Clock. Wow, 57-50.
Yeah, West
Here
Linn.
we go.
West Linn, see if they can get something. They have not had much going offensively the last several possessions.
There's a drive. Benson missed a player inside.
Tip away, and we come back this way on a 3-on-3 attempt. A little bit out of control. Rosser can't get the rebound. Sawyer Young comes out with it, and he'll slow things down. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Travis.
Only their second timeout. They get 5.
Scorer with 4:47 to go in the fourth quarter in this third place game.
They just changed it to a 60.
A 60.
They're sitting down.
West Linn is up on Northern Nash 57-50. And West Linn has not scored this quarter, Dave. It was 57-41 to start the quarter, and Northern Nash has gone on a 9-0 run to start this quarter to climb back into this game.
Here we go with the comeback for the Knights. There's number 5, 2 points. So Rosser has only had 2 in the first half, and he's got 8 now. So he's got his 10-point double
back
digits.
up to the double digits. Again,
We haven't seen any threes from Chris Barnes, who had. He has 16 total so far. So maybe Rosser and Barnes.
Yeah.
That's who's been their top 2 scorers in the other 3 games that you wrote down.
Snook kicks it on top. Gavin Gross can't get it to go. Rebound Rosser. And again, the dry spell continues for the Lions. Pull-up jumper. Rosser can't get it to go. Scramble for the ball.
We've gone
White
4
Smiley.
minutes without the score.
Absolutely. And we have a travel. 57-50 remains the score. Northern Nash trailed 16 to start this quarter. They have it down to 7. As they bring the ball up, Terrence Saunders on the left wing, hands off to Rosser. Going to get a high screen from Silver, doesn't use it, attacks on the left.
He's going all the way.
Might have had a teammate open on that weak side. Good follow by Sawyer Young. Big bucket for the Lions. Boy, they needed something there.
That's their first 2 points at the 3:42 mark of the third quarter.
Good
Or, excuse me, fourth quarter.
Good hustle play by Sawyer Young to get there. Finish that one off the miss. Rosser, good defense.
Give and go.
Just give and go. Goes to the opposite side, can't get it to go.
Missed the square.
Snook with the ball, back to Young on top. Lions looking to reset. Snook on top with the ball. Gross with the drive underneath. Oh, Snook's open on the perimeter and he hits it. Makes him pay. They had done an excellent job on him, really most of the second half, but he breaks free for a 3 there.
Now up to 28.
Rosser looking to operate. And we get a travel there.
Traveling violation. Lions basketball. Back into the Lions, number 20, Trey Price.
Trey Price back into the game for Wyatt Smiley.
Seems like Travis Meyer's going to go back to Snook every time he can. At this point, 12 point.
See if they can free him up with Price back into the game. They have another player that can attack and hopefully free Snook up some.
It's going to go in.
Good follow. Kevin Benson with a great follow. Price can't get the 3 to go.
Another good rebound.
Benson rebound. Back out to Price. Good ball movement for the Lions and hit the 3 in the corner. Sawyer Young with the 3. Great ball movement by the Lions. Snook passed the shot up and hit the open man for the 3. Floater doesn't go. Good rebound by Benson. Snook brings the ball up as the Lions have regained their momentum. And wow.
Fouls on Brown.
A lot of standing around by the Knights on that defense. They just all watched him.
Yeah,
attack.
I could have driven a truck through that lane right there. Here's Snook's foul. Go to the free throw line.
Fouls on Latrell Moore Brown for the Knights.
I didn't think they were going to shoot it all, but there was a clear path to the basket.
And the Knights, we're going to get some subs here for the Knights. The Knights had it down to 7 points. Have now given up 9 straight on their own to push it back to 16, which is where it was to start the quarter.
Nice run by West Linn. Snook sitting at 29.
Yeah, the Knights started with a 9-0 run. Now the Lions answer with a 10-0 run of their own.
30 points for
Pushes the
Snook.
lead back up to 17, and that happened very quickly, Dave, in about a
sure did.
2-minute period. Rosser gets the screen. Fadeaway 3, can't get it to go. He's had a tough night shooting outside.
I think it was kind of set up by Benson's rebounds. He got like 2 or 3
really
or 4
did.
rebounds in a row.
Keyboards there, you're right. Snook has the ball outside. Westline being smart with the clock here.
He was looking for a foul, didn't get one. There's the fast break.
And lose the ball.
Oh, he saw Snook, who
Snook finishes.
didn't go back down.
Nice pass by Benson. Snook does a great job not putting the ball on the ground, goes right up with it quickly. Kept the shot blocker from out of it and pushes the Lion lead to 19.
Do they call that cherry picking when you don't go down?
Right. Padding your stats. You guys play defense all the way down here. Good hustle. Both teams hitting the floor. Rosser. And he's going to get a 3-point attempt here. Basket goes.
Here's the drive by Rosser. Switches over to the left hand, then the right. And the foul by number 10. Basket was good.
Foul's going to be on number 10, Kevin Benson.
That should be his 5th foul.
Wholesale changes here for the Lions. Trey Price, the sophomore, will stay in the game.
Rosser has
Rosser.
10 and 11.
And the Knights do not come out in any pressure, so they're going to run what they're calling 4-man. Probably looks like just a 4-out offense with Stanton floating around in the middle, maybe.
Found an opening.
Great play by Price. Nice left-hand finish on the weak side. Pushes the line lead back up to 18. Shot clock is off with 20 seconds to go.
This should do it for West Linn.
And that's going to finish it in our 3rd place game here at the Capital City Classic. Our final score, West Linn 71 and Northern Nash 53. And Dave, we often use the phrase basketball is a game that runs, but boy, that was no more evident than that 4th quarter.
We were at what, 7? It was down to 7.
I think 9. Yeah, went from 16 to 7 back up to 16.
Yeah, that just took off. All of a sudden, they had West Linn was getting all the rebounds, getting second chance opportunities, and they took advantage of it.
Absolutely. Before our final thoughts here, let's take a look at a few highlights from the 4th quarter.
Here's the Knights on top. C.J. Rosser for a basket. And here's the nice step through by Chris Silver. Ended up with only 2 this game. Fast break. Pass, and the nice putback by Sawyer Young. 3-pointer. Snook. He was the player of the game for sure. 3 from the corner. Was good, and West Linn on another fast break. Great pass ahead. This is when Snook was waiting for the pass. And another drive. That's 20. That's Trey Price.
And again, your final score, West Linn 71, Northern Nash 53 in our 3rd place game at the Capital City Classic. And Dave, final thoughts here on kind of what you saw from both teams.
Well, it seems like the Northern Nash Knights were depending on a lot of one-on-one play, and they would go into the one-on-one and pass away, and then they shoot a fadeaway. Instead of just driving all the way to the hoop, they might have drawn some more fouls possibly. But West Linn out-rebounded the Nash Knights, and I think that was the difference, the rebounding. And then, of course, we've got Jalen Snook with 32 points. He was the man today, MVP for the 3rd place finish.
Big game for Snook, and it seemed like West Linn just did their stuff better. We talk often about with Northern Nash's height advantage, taking inside more. They did a couple times. When they did well with it, but they just didn't do it often enough. So.
Right.
Well, that does it for us here in their 3rd place game, again, where the West Linn Lions defeat the Northern Nash Knights out of North Carolina 71-53. On behalf of Dave Thaler and our entire CC Media sports crew, this is Ron Hinner. Thanks for joining us here on Capital Community Media. Good night, everyone.